And we are live. How's it going, everybody? I'm the Etcetera kid. It is show number 2 of the week. We had a great show yesterday. If this is your first time, either live or watching on demand, the way this show works is it's all about improv. Everything I do is improvised on the spot, but I have a little help from chat. Chat decides the speed of the songs. Chat decides the key. Chat requests all the sounds. I turn usernames into drum loops and drum fills that we use in the song. You guys come up with the titles and choose the titles. This is a very collaborative thing we do here. And it looks like I've already got a whole host of requests. And a whole bunch of folks are here already. Let's see. Do I see everybody? We've got our lovely moderation team of Apugs, Dom, and Puggy are here. Hey, guys. Who else we have? I think I saw Epic Evil, LostElf, Carlito, Jumbo. Did I miss anyone? Fafel Maestro, Bertramel. It looks like we got a new friend, James Baum. Hey, Pugs. So, have you guys given me enough requests? I'm looking at my list and I see that I'm short a few drum fills. 4. So if we're gonna keep our streak alive, I'm gonna need you guys to quickly do a few drum fill requests. In the meantime, I'll wait a moment. I'll wait a quick moment. So I'm going to get a haircut later this week. It's about time. I might have to put a hat on a little ways into the show. This hair is starting to get in my eyes. Okay. I think we got enough now. Let's see. Okay. Oh, nice. Got you guys giving a bunch of nice, mellow BPM requests. Nothing too ambitious to start the show. 1 key request. Is that right? Okay, let's bring in these. Okay, I think we filled it up. Good job, guys. You filled it up. So we're in the key of C from Bertramel. 85 beats a minute from Fafel Maestro. Drum loops from, I guess it's James Baum, and is that short for James Bond? And Hat Machine. Full set of drum fills. You guys came through at the last minute, got in a few extra drum fills to fill up our slots. We've got, and if you're curious, technically there are 10 drum fill slots, and maybe I'll change that, but that's a good, I want to make sure to get through all of them, and so more than 10 is tough sometimes. And Carlito says, I got the Berkeley look down. You saying I look like a hippie? Is that what you're saying? So I saw chat was, you guys were talking about the changes I've made in terms of duplicate requests. And I didn't catch, it might have been explained exactly how it is, but just in case, since I didn't, it's already scrolled by before I really was able to read it. My current rules, and I might change them, is that a single user cannot request the same sound or drum kit more than once in the night. Okay, so you can request many different sounds, right? You can have multiple sound requests, but if you request, say, the tuba sound, you can only request that once. You can type the requested multiple times, but the bot is only going to pay attention to it once. And then the other change is that once a sound has been used in a song, like once the tuba sound has actually been in a song, then the bot will not bring in any more of the tuba in the show. And maybe I'll change on that one. We'll see. But I have the most fun, I think, when every song is a completely different set of sounds. But I am open to reconsidering that change. But that's how it is for now. And that will prevent things like songs where we have two of the same sounds in the song, which has happened a couple times, or the same kit like 4 times in the show. So it's nice having a lot of variety, I think. Okay, let's load up these sounds. Well, I get my mixer back to 0. There we go, looks good. So how's everyone doing in chat? You guys good? I guess we're still at the beginning of the week. So we should have the Unreal Acoustic from Carlito. In the long term, I want to have some way where either on the website or a bot command, something where you can sort of check on your requests and see what you've requested if you've forgotten. Because there are a couple times where people have said, oh, I didn't request that. And every time I go back into the chat logs and yes, you did. You did. You just forgot. My bot has yet to accidentally, as far as I know, nobody's caught it at least. Every time people think my bot is screwed up, it actually has not so far. Fingers crossed that remains true. One of these days, the bot's going to have a catastrophic problem. It's had some behind the scenes weird things, but so far, it's doing pretty good. LostElf still has the cold sniffle. I had my doctor's appointment today, and I got a few things for my sniffles to try out. Hope you feel better, LostElf, though. Okay, we got our kit. So we can initialize, import our track names, generate a drum fills, generate our drum loops. I said I only had a premonition. Premonition, is it going to crash? No, it didn't. Sweet. Oh, of course, LostElf. Thank you again. I really appreciated it. Okay, let's see. Let's look at these loops. We got James Bond, not to be confused with James Bond. This is the other secret agent. Has requested a drum loop. Let's check it out. This is raw from the generator before I make my little adjustments. I'm digging that snare pattern. It's minimal. So I'm just dropping those hi-hats a bit. I'm going to add a kick and a kick here, and I'm going to drop this snare just a tiny bit. But I think I want it like this. I think I want it minimal. No snares on 2 and 4. I think I just want one more kick though. I take it back. I like it how it was. Sweet. Thanks, James Baum. And then we have Hat Machine. Let's check out Hat Machine Raw. That's pretty cool. That's pretty sweet already. Let's see, what am I going to do? What I always like to do with my hi-hats. I'm going to need a kick here, I think. So I'm going to drop these kicks a bunch. And, you know, let's drop this snare a bit. I mean, this kick. And we'll add a snare there. And lower these kicks just a tiny bit. And I think, do we want a snare there? Yeah, let's do 2 snares. Okay. This is Hat Machine's beat. How about those open hi-hats? That's this sound. You hear that? They both happen in a syncopated part of the beat. I love it when the generator brings in a little open hi-hat. Doesn't always put it in. Well, I designed it not to always, because it's fun when it's a rare occurrence. But yes, if you'll notice, if you're curious how the generator works, you'll notice that both C's have the open hi-hat. That's because whatever is assigned to a letter is assigned for every letter that is the identical. So originally all the A's had just kicks on them. So anyway, enough talking about the generator. We've got 2 great beats to kick off the show. Let's check out the sounds you guys have requested. We've got prog rock bass from Carlito. I love how how sometimes they really work so hard to emulate the actual instrument that they're, you know, and so you get in like this fret noise buzzing. Violins 2 staccato from the Lost Elf. We got Morph Example from Carlito. So Morph Example, why is it called that? So one of the things I hope to do, this is on my to-do list, is getting more, oh, I see. That's what it is. Yeah, I need to play around more with sounds, but I haven't figured out a way to do. I want to be able to do it really fast so you guys don't get bored. That's why I haven't done much of it yet. And then we've got Puggy's new favorite instrument, the Voxbox lead. And then we have newly renamed Apugs' Growl Baby. And Puggy was able to sneak in a second sound, Puggy Small Bites. So this is our first sound with our newly Puggy Small Bites has been Puggy Small Bites for a little while, but Apugs' Growl Baby, newly renamed, in tandem the awesome pug tag team. Okay. So what am I going to do with VoxBox lead this time? Last time, I ended up just using it as a bass, and almost like a didgeridoo. I was just keeping it low and playing with the... because I remember I discovered last time that the mod wheel does really cool stuff. Oh, you guys can't see on the screen I'm on, but I'm doing the mod wheel on my keyboard. I feel like the VoxBox lead is such a distinctive sound. It's almost like cheating to use it for me, because it just sounds good. No matter what I do, it sounds good. Okay, those are the sounds. So you guys are going to choose which sound starts the song and starts the show. We can start with one of the drum loops, which you guys hopefully remember. Prog rock bass. Violins 2 staccato. Morph example from Carlito. The VoxBox lead. So funny. A-Pugs' growl, baby. Or Puggy's small bites. Those are your options. Have you guys started voting? Oh yes, there's a vote. I need some other way I need to have a tally of the number of votes that have been cast, because I hide the voting from my chat program so that I can focus on what you guys are writing, not what you're voting or requesting. Vote tally. Show vote tally. That's right. Tom Dude noticed I added the exclamation point to A-Pugs' growl, baby. What was the other sound that has baby in it? I forget. But yeah, we were talking about it last night. Growl baby didn't have an exclamation point, but the other baby sound did. Didn't seem fair. Didn't seem fair at all. Okay. Oh, there's the voting. I wonder if there must be a really long stream delay today. Okay, I'm ending voting. Crush Baby, that's right. That sound called Crush Baby. Okay, I'm ending voting. We have a tie between violin, staccato, and morph example. So that means we're going to turn to the Greeks to do our tie-breaking vote. Let's see what they choose. Violin staccato decided by chaos. I feel like staccato is not a very chaotic sound, and yet chaos, I guess that's what chaos wanted. Okay, who requested that? Oh, theLostElf. So we are starting with violins 2 staccato. We're in the key of C from Bertramel. 85 beats a minute from Fafel Maestro. We've got drum loops from James Baum and Hat Machine. And let's do this. What do I need to do? Oh yes, I'm going to press this button right there. And then... Chat hates the tiebreakers. I know there's always people are so angry. It's not fair. Okay, here we go. First track of the day. And it is time to etceterate. Here we go. Be thinking about titles as I'm playing. And if you haven't made any requests yet, make some requests. I'm looking at my tally, and it looks like I need more fills. I have very few key requests, not many drum loop requests. Okay, here we go. A fun little quirky start to the show. I see some sharp ears in chat. Notice that I was playing in Lydian, the Lydian mode. Which the reason, because I was actually, coincidentally, you guys are noticing, I was thinking about adding mode requests, and sometimes I think I'm so used to I just sort of default to certain modes, but it's really fun every once in a while, stretching out, getting a little different sound in there. So if you guys are curious, this little quick music theory lesson here. I'm going to play you guys. This is a C major scale. Now, what I was doing though is this. Which is basically making the fourth note in the chord a little higher than you'd expect. But there's there's 7, 8, what am I saying? No, 7, 7 modes that are commonly used. Let's see if I remember them off the top of my head. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. Those are the 7 main modes. Anyway, I got distracted. Thank you, everybody. Thanks to the James Baum, our resident agent, and Hat Machine for their drum loops. All the nice sounds, the staccato violin from LostElf. We had our bass sound from Carlito. All our synth sounds from Puggy and 8 Pugs. It was fun. And then, and actually when I was playing the melodica, then I was even going, I think I was doing some harmonic minor stuff on it, and I'm trying to remember what I was doing. Some chromatic stuff. It worked really well over the Lydian bass that I'd created. So, did you guys come up with some names? Looks like you did. Exactly. Dom Dude has it in chat. So some of the modes are considered major. Ionian, Mixolydian, and Lydian are considered major because they have the same main chord notes. 1, 3, 5 is a major chord. Dorian, Phrygian, and Aeolian are considered minor. And then Locrian is more of a diminished. Well, technically it's a half diminished is what it would be called. Okay, let's do the titles. I gotta limit my music theory talk or I'm gonna bore people. Except for the hardcore musos in chat. Okay, as always, wait to vote till I press begin voting. I love this. From Bertramel, we have Strange Staccato Rodeo. We've got Spy versus Spy, The Lost Elf. I wonder if that's copyrighted, though. That might be trademarked. That one's risky. I don't know. I love that one, but maybe you guys... I have to be careful of things that are trademarked. Mad Magazine might have trademarked that. Could someone check? Is that a trademarked phrase? Let's see. We've got... This is nice. Lydia's Chaotic Heart from Dom Dude. Sneaking and Creeping from Fafel Maestro. And from ChiefCheddar, My Rusty Spoon and I. Those are great. Maximin, it does register multiple sound requests. And it tries to fill your first sound request you make. So when it's deciding whether to who it can fill, it sorts by, well, there's a whole bunch of different sorting criteria based on how many requests someone's already had in the show, on the song, etc. But anyway, when it comes to, say, trying to decide which request of Maximins to bring in, it sorts them by from the first you made to the last you made, and then it fills whatever slot it needs based on that order. So if there's something you really want, your best bet is to just make one request, because then the bot will only have that option. Okay, looks like voting is coming. I'll wait a moment more. Cool Reason writes, I always play the Buffonian scales. And Tom D says, no one plays Locrian. I will. I will one of these days. You see the half diminished chord, which is basically Locrian. You see the half diminished chord a lot in jazz. But definitely there's not a lot of songs where the entire song is in Locrian. It's more you will maybe dip into it. It'll feel like Locrian for a moment, but do I still have my sounds? Yeah, here is Locrian. So it generates this chord. You need to hear a sustained. What was did I have any chordal thing? There's our diminished chord. And diminished seventh. Anyway, I'm ending voting. Let's see what you guys chose. My Rusty Spoon and I. That came from ChiefCheddar. Thanks to everyone for your suggestions. That song will be forever remembered as My Rusty Spoon and I. Okay, let's see. Oh, looks like I've got a new follow from Serenity0621. Thanks, Serenity. Thanks for supporting live music on Twitch. Okay, carrying on. Let's see. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yes. How are we doing on requests? We're in good shape, looks like. Okay. Okay, I'm creating a new empty track for us to fill. Oh, congrats, ChiefCheddar. Nice. This is going to be the first of many, right, ChiefCheddar? Okay, come on, computer. There you go. There you go. So playing in modes is actually, it's not that difficult. I mean, it's relatively easy on the instruments because I know what the notes are supposed to be. And I can when my ear isn't working, I know my fingers, right? But singing in Locrian with my voice, that would be a challenge. It would be very difficult for me not to sort of switch into more of a minor and away from the diminished. I'd have to be thinking real hard. Maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. I'll have to mess around with that. That's my gut is that it would be a lot more difficult to sing by ear when we're in Locrian. Okay, time to bring in the requests. Hey, Yinhua. How's it going? Welcome back. Okay, let's see. Is this sorting the way it's supposed to? Okay, here we go. Bringing in the requests. Boom. I'm so glad I rewrote my request bot a couple weeks ago, because importing requests is so much faster now. What do we have? A minor from ChiefCheddar, 70 beats a minute from Jumbo. Hey, Jumbo. We have drum loops from Maximin and Yinhua. A whole bunch of drum fills. We'll look at these sounds in just a moment. Let's load them up. Load them up into our workstation. Okay, let's see. We should have the hit machine from Man of Plate. How's it going, Man of Plate? That's a funny snare drum, that second snare. That is our hit machine kit. So we can initialize, import our track names, import our drum fills. There we go. Generate our drum loops. We're going to look at these. Oh yeah, we're going to have the minimalistic Yinhua beat. Maximin! Let's check this out. This is raw from the generator. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to need to establish where 1 is. Sometimes. So we're going to put a kick there. And since we've sort of got 4 on the floor kind of beat established, let's just go all the way. Let's add a kick there. And then we're not going to worry about our snares. I want to drop this snare. I want to have these snares sound different. And let's do 1 kick there. That'll be it. Okay, this is Maximin's beat. And I want to drop this first pair of snares a little bit more. Yeah, I like that. That's an interesting beat. Okay, now we're going to see the extremely minimal Yinhua beat, since there are so many numbers in Yinhua's username. And for those of you guys who have not learned yet, my generator does not do numbers. I coded it so it would, but then there was this weird bug. It's not what it was. Yeah, it's a bug. And I went to fix it, and I realized it was going to be this. This sounds really silly. It sounds silly that it's a headache. But if I was going to go with my original vision, I could convert numbers to letters. That would have been. But that's not really that goes against the spirit of the generator, because a number should be different than a letter. Anyway, but we've been getting so many cool beats from the lack of number usernames that I've put it very low on my to-do list. So maybe someday I'll do it, but I'm just having fun with the big spaces. Okay, here we go. What is it going to be? It could be just 4 hi-hats. I don't know. Let's check it out raw. Here it is. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Dom. Keep the numbers of space. I mean, yes, I often put 1 or 2 things in the space, but it's I try to retain the emptiness of it. Okay, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have a kick. I'm gonna have a kick here. And I'm going to add a snare there. And hats there. And a kick. And I think that's going to be it. You know what? Why not? I'm going to add an open hat. Okay, this is Yinhua's revised beat with still a ton of space in there. That is wacky. I love it. I love it. Thanks, Yinhua. I love that lonely hi-hat in the middle. It's just so lonely there. It's like I'm trying to think of a good metaphor here. It's like this. This is what it is. It's like you're with all your buddies, right? And there's this cold lake in front of you. And then everyone's like, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to all jump into this cold lake. And everyone starts running, but stops at the edge. And one poor guy, this hi-hat, jumps in and is like, what happened, guys? That's what it is. Listen to it once more. So Maximus says the drummer dropped both his sticks. Yeah, that's what happened. The drummer screwed up. I don't know. I love these quirky beats that happen. Just so fun. Okay. So those are our 2 beats from Maximin and Yinhua. Let's check out our sounds. We got analog bass from Puggy. We got dark bass drive from Elite. Whoa. Oh, I just had this memory from last night, and I forgot to mention it after the song. Maybe you guys will remember, but I don't remember. I think it was a pad sound or something. I think it was the first sound that someone requested to start the song. And I'm playing, and this sound had this, like, I don't know, nervous breakdown or something. Apparently, if you hold the sound long enough, it has these weird effects. It scared me. You probably saw me start smiling randomly because I was so frightened. I thought there was a ghost in the machine or something. Anyway, dark bass drive. We got Clav Ottawa from theLostElf. We got Tubular Bells from Cool Blue Reason. Interrupted Voices. That's a funny name. Interrupted Voices. I'm trying to figure out why it's called Interrupted Voices. I feel like something scary is going to happen. Like it's going to suddenly shut off, but it seems to be working. Okay, that was Interrupted Voices from Kid Charlemagne. And lastly, we have Acid Pulse Wave from Bertramel. Okay, so those are our sounds. I'm going to bring up the little voter, little poll here. I'll play it once more. We could start with one of those interesting drum loops, or we could start with analog bass, dark bass drive. What was it? Clav Ottawa. Tubular bells. Interrupted voices. An acid pulse wave. Okay, votes are coming in. Nice. I've seen a number of times like awesome, amazing bands, awesome musicians, live shows where just I'm thinking more about the guy jumping into the lake or something, where somebody in the band is just digging the end of the song. They're just going, they're so into it. And the rest of the band ends the song and the other guy is still going and he's like, what just happened, guys? It's so funny when that happens. But it's not, I mean, it's, I guess maybe the person's a little embarrassed, but it's just this, I don't know. I feel like everyone gets so happy when that happens. It's just so fun. It's just a fun occurrence. Because you understand where that guy was at. He was just so into it. He didn't want it ever to end. But the rest of the band decided it was time to end. And so, the guy sort of trails off and does like a little riff to end it a second time. That's if they're skilled. Sometimes they'll actually finesse it. It'll almost seem like it was intentional. And sometimes they do it so well it becomes intentional. That's the upper level. Okay, I'm any voting. Oh no, another tie. Interrupted Voices versus Yinhua 2505 2005's drum loop. So we're going to let the Greeks decide. What are they going to choose? Interrupted Voices, decided by Solen. Trying to remember I remember that sound. And who requested Interrupted Voices? Kid Charlemagne did. So we're going to start with... Did I press the right button? We're going to start with Interrupted Voices, but don't worry, I'm going to bring in Yinhua's beat. So chat is... That's the thing, chat hates it when the Greeks break the ties. Okay, let's do this. So as I'm playing, as always, be thinking about titles. If you're just started watching and you want to make a request, go ahead and do so. Since we're only on our second song, is that right? Yeah, I gotta hurry. I'm talking too much. Okay. Time to etceterate. Here we go. about those drum loops? I decided to, that lonely hi-hat in Yinhua's beat, I decided it needed a friend. And so I gave it the tubular bell as a friend. So it was not alone in the universe, so exposed, so naked, so just, afraid and alone. That was really fun, though. A little quirky, weird, it's a little, I don't know, I'm in a weird mood, I guess. Everything I'm doing is a little, ooh, today. Great loops, lovely sounds from everybody. Oh, we had that cool dark bass drive. That definitely set the tone a bit, don't you think? It's such a distinctive sound. That came from Elite. Those bells were from Cool Blue Reason. We started with Interrupted Voices. I was doing a bunch of melodic stuff from Bert Trammell's Acid Pulse Wave. It was nice. We had our Ottawa from LostElf. Hit Machine from Mana Plate. It was a nice fun set there. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, and Ship Snacks is here. Hey, Ship Snacks, how are you? And Yungcouscous as well. And I see on and on and on and on and on is here with the title. Okay, speaking of titles, let us. Yeah, I'm slowly learning Elite's correct name. Pay no attention to all the other letters and numbers in Elite's username. It's just Elite. Okay, let us name our track. So as always, wait to vote till I press begin voting or your vote will not count. Okay. Oh, I see all these Jiffy titles. Does that mean was Jiffy out walking around at some point? Okay, let me do. Okay, I got to bring this in. Sartre's Dispersion, the French, right? Wasn't he French? Existentialist writer. Let's see what else we have. Jiffy's bass drop from Puggy. We have Once Upon a Midnight Chime from ChiefCheddar. And the Lonesome Hi-Hat from Yinhua. And we'll do one more. Eternal Ghosts from Maximin. So there are your options. Jiffy was jiggling around for a Jiffy. Hey, your Maximus. So we have Sartre's Dispersion, Jiffy's Bass Drop, Once Upon a Midnight Chime, The Lonesome Hi-Hat, and Eternal Ghosts. Those are your title options. And I don't think I remembered to... I didn't add Melodica there, did I? Huh. Whoops. And I didn't play or sing on this, did I? I haven't done much in the way of instruments today, have I? Okay, wait a moment more. I think I'm surprised how often people don't vote for their own suggestion. Okay, I see the votes are slowing down. Let's choose it. Let's do it. Here we go. Jiffy's bass drop. That came from Puggy. So that song will be forever remembered as Jiffy's bass drop with the lonesome hi-hat in it. Thank you to everyone for your title suggestions. Let us continue on with our show. Looks like we're doing okay on our requests queue. Looks like we got enough, at least for the next song or so. But again, if you have not made a request yet this show, there's a very good chance you'll be able to get in if you make a request quickly on to this next song. Because I am not going to be bringing in requests for about a minute more while first my computers have to create a new empty track for us. I have to clear out everything we just did so we can start from scratch. Maximin asked if we can request beatbox. Beatbox is not in my skill set yet. I have messed around with it a little, but I'm definitely a long ways from trying to beatbox on stream. Okay, let's see. Okay, now I'm going to start bringing in the requests. I think we should speed things up, don't you think? Okay, bringing in these requests. Here we go. We have Key of E from Phoebus, 111 beats a minute from Cool Blue Reason. Elite has a drum loop as well as Nataki. Hey Nataki, how you doing Nataki? And we got a full set of drum fills. Nice. So we will look at these sounds in just a moment. In the meantime, I am going to start loading up these sounds while I get my mixer back to 0. Yungcouscous says, I expect some Mongolian throat singing on this track. I don't think that's in my skill set either. I think that sound Voxbox lead has a little bit of a throat singing quality to it. Okay, we've got the Ghost Town kit from ChiefCheddar. There it is. Those are nice extra kit for us. We'll initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills. And I need to write a priority message to myself. Oh yes, where are we? Generating our drum loops. I should save first. Oh, good thing I saved. Sometimes this happens. Always related to the generator. But I claim that it is not a flaw in my code, but in how Max handles SQL stuff. I've just had to accept that it will sometimes crash. I tried so many different things to try to deal with it, and it's just sometimes it happens. Okay, let's try this again. Bring on our drum loops before we were unceremoniously interrupted. There we go. We got him now. Elite set. Elite. Oh, I knew I stumbled. See, it's hard when we're doing the drum loop because it still uses the full username. It's hard not to accidentally say the 6 part. But this is Elite's drum loop for this track. Let's check it out raw from the generator. That's it raw. Let's see. What should I do? I'm just gonna vary our hats a bit. And I'm gonna drop this snare a lot. Add a kick. We'll drop this snare a little less. And add one kick here. And I'm going to leave the space right there where 06 is. Let's see it now. I'm going to drop this snare, kick just a little bit. Another wacky beat. I'm just digging the wacky beats lately. Hey, Brev Rubber Bro. That's right, Chip Snacks. You should not request exclamation point drop tables. No, but I'm not that amateur. I'm not that amateur. Or am I? No, a request of drop tables would not even make it to the SQL stage. It would get snagged before it even gets to that stage. So we're all safe. I'm sure I have another weird mistake I've made that you guys could totally infiltrate my system. But for now, drop tables were safe. Okay, here's Natagi's beat. There it is. Let's listen to it raw. Thanks, Brev Rubber Bro. Okay, let's see. Let us drop these hats. Let's drop this snare a bunch, add a kick. Drop that snare a bit. Do I want... Yeah, I want a snare there. Yeah, should we add one more kick? Yeah, let's put a kick here. Okay, this is Nataki's beat. So, Ship Snacks, is it you or your fiance who does SQL? Or if you guys, there's been lots of cartoons that joke about it. So, in an SQL database, the command drop tables would basically, essentially delete your whole database. What is that? I forget. Is it SQL injection attack? Is that what it's called? Yeah. So people aren't careful with their databases. That they're very easy to hack. Okay. Oh, let me listen to this once more. Yeah. Sweet. There we go. Those will be good two grooving beats for our track from Elite and Nataki. Let's check out our sounds. Oh, I gotta hurry. I'm slow today. Wait, how many have I done? Have I just done? Yeah, I've only done 2 tracks, I think. We got bass. This is a pipe organ sound. Bass 2 from yungcouscous. 12-string dual from Dorf 06. Hey, Dorf. Oh, wow. Both Ship Snacks and the fiance are computer engineers. Nice. I definitely do not qualify as the engineer. Does not belong anywhere near me. I'm a hacker in the sense of not a computer hacker, but like hackers on the golf course, you know, who just like flail away. That's how I program. I flail away until I figure it out. And I break all sorts of conventions. I take as many shortcuts as I can because I'm all about getting it out as fast as possible. And I'm lucky. I usually get away with it, but every once in a while I pay the price for my quick development process. We got mixed choir from Sour Frog. Hi, Sour Frog. Got Water Rings from Bertramel. Maximus is sound engineer. I don't even feel comfortable with that. I feel like for me to qualify as a sound engineer, I mean, I've actually done some, I guess, professional work in a way, sound engineering wise, but I don't really consider myself one. I feel like I need to really be a pro at understanding compression, the ways to use compression properly, and EQ, and I only have a very basic skill level when it comes to stuff like that. Okay, let's see. And then we have Speranto. Oh wait, Purity from Ship Snacks, our computer engineer. Ship Snacks writes, Twitch engineer. Yeah, I never studied coding in school. The reason I learned to code in the first place was always there was something I wanted that did not exist, and the only way to bring it into the universe was to code it. And so I would learn how to code as I do the project. So this show required me learning the programming language Max, among other things. Well, I guess everything else I basically already knew that I was doing, but Max was totally new to me, and it's definitely interesting thing to wrap your head around if you've done traditional coding, because traditional coding is text-based. You have line numbers, and I think it's a lot easier conceptually. But Max is a visual programming language where you have these objects and you basically connect them visually. And then there are ways in which you can incorporate JavaScript and SQL and other stuff. I think C++ too. I can't remember, but it's definitely a learning process for me. Purity, and lastly we got Speranto from Apugs. Hey, Prarashir asks, how did I get the idea to start all this? I will answer that in a moment. Let me just, before I do that, let's bring up the voting. So you guys can choose which sound we start with. And I'll demo them once more really quick. We had bass, organ, 12-string dual guitar, mixed choir, water rings, purity, and Speranto. Or we can start with one of the drum loops. Okay, so while we vote, I'll answer Shipsnack sort of started the answer. Yeah, the way I learned about Twitch was Twitch Plays Pokemon when that happened 2 years ago, or whenever that was. And I filed that away. I thought that was a really cool thing, how interactive it was and how people got really creative, coming up with whole mythology surrounding it. So I forgot about Twitch after that. And then Piano Improv Man went viral. And I saw it on Reddit or something there was this one night he had like 60,000 people watching him. And that's how I found out that Twitch had live music. Then I forgot about that. And then, I don't know, one day in March, I think, it all came together in my mind. And I had one of those little light bulb moments. You know, I had it for very briefly. In my younger years, I did some subway performing. And this is very similar to that in some ways, right? I had done a bunch of looping. I'd done more playing with, bands and stuff, but had done a bunch of looping. And yeah, so it all somehow merged in my mind into this idea. And then I've been saying 4 months, but it was more like 5 months of prep work. Which was mostly coding. It was almost all coding, getting the gear set up, figuring out how to do things. I'd often go the wrong, think I was going to solve a problem one way and then realize that wasn't going to work. And so it was quite the process. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you guys don't even see that was necessary for me to do it the way I wanted to do it. All the looping stuff is pretty custom the way I've set it up. I don't use the default Ableton stuff because it just wasn't sophisticated enough for what I was trying to do. So it was a big project, and it's definitely unfinished. There's so many things I still want to do for this. Okay, I'm ending voting. Let's see. Water Rings. That was from Bertramel. So that will start off our third song of the day. Water Rings. I don't know why my voice suddenly dropped in volume with Water Rings. Water Rings sounds like something Bob Ross would talk about. You know what I mean? He'd be like, okay, we're just going to draw some rings on the water over here. Just gentle rings like ripples. Nice blue ripples there will be a nice contrast with that little ray of sun that is hitting the lily pad over there. Water rings. Okay. Okay. You know, I think it'd be really cool if I mean, not to say it isn't, but I think it'd be really fun if I believed in reincarnation, if it really happens, right? And somewhere a new Bob Ross has been born. That his spirit is now in some child somewhere who must be, when did Bob Ross pass away? It was what, maybe 15 years ago? So the kid's in his teenager now. Cool Reason writes, I'll be excited to see what you feel as the finished product for the stream. Well, here's the thing about me. I don't know what the word finished means. I don't really know what that word means. Realistically, as long as I'm doing the show, it will be unfinished because I will have some new idea that I want to do. So it will never truly be finished. Tom writes, Bob's spirit is in all of us. Oh, right, yungcouscous. I see, that shows how much I know about reincarnation. I forgot about that. Right, once you reach sort of the top level, you break the cycle, and you're no longer you transcend the reincarnation cycle. That's right. He has transcended it. Okay. Let's do this. Enough talking. I gotta hurry up if I'm gonna hit my roughly 2 songs an hour track. So as I'm playing, as always, be thinking about title ideas, and if you haven't made a request yet for the music, make a request, and there's a good chance I'll be able to get you in. And here we go. Don writes, time to bobsetterate. Okay, here it is. Time to go. Time to etcetterate. Time to make something up. Let's do it. It's a nice mellow one. We had our lovely beats in the background. Since you guys chose a mellow sound to start it off, I decided to bring the drum loops in a little quieter than I normally do and with a lot of reverb so that they're not quite as overpowering as they sometimes are. I need to keep talking this gentle quiet. I'll talk very close to the microphone so you guys can hear every word that I whisper in honor of the legendary Mr. Ross. Yeah, it was a good, nice set of sounds. Nice set of sounds there. Let's do our titles. Let's see what you guys came up with. Oh, thanks, everybody. Okay. So, as always, it's sort of addicting to talk like this. I mean, Bob, he basically is whispering. He's basically whispering the whole time. Okay, as always, wait to vote until I press the begin voting button or your vote will not count. Ship Snacks gives me the good rating on my ASMR. Maybe I'll do that as a new IRL show. I'll do an ASMR show where I just whisper sweet nothings into the ear of Twitch chat. Okay, let's look at these. Look at these titles. Unfortunately, I have a feeling that Bob Ross's name is trademarked. So I don't know if I can. You guys were very inspired, but I don't know if I can safely as awesome as some of these were. But this one I could do. Bob Paints Trees from Cool Blue Reason. That which is never finished can never die. That comes from Dom Dude. The wind and I are one from Man of Plate. And Happy Little Waves from Yungcouscous. And I'll do one more. One more. Oh, you guys were inspired on this one. Jeez. Whispers in the Wind from Cruella. Okay, those are your options. Bob Paints Trees, That Which Is Never Finished Can Never Die, The Wind and I Are One, Happy Little Waves, and Whispers in the Wind. Hey, Chartreuse Joker. I'm doing well. I'm feeling like I'm channeling Bob Ross, and so I don't know. I feel like I can't be as animated as I normally am. I feel like I gotta whisper. Young Couscous says, replace all Bob Ross with Big Bobby Ross. Big Bobby Ross. Or Robert Ross. We could just do Robert Ross. The votes are coming in. Yeah, I am impressed watching Bob Ross, how he's able to just keep up a constant patter, right? He's just constantly thinking of things to say. He truly was the first streamer. Oh, wait a moment more. Cool Blue Reason writes, or just change all Bob Ross to Rob Boss. What did I do on this? Did I? No, I was about to sing, but I didn't. Decided not to. I just played some flute. So I just got a new follow. And this is a little bug that I haven't figured out yet, but this is my follow. This is the name of my new follower. Failed to open file 2. No such file or directory with path. And then it has a path that we won't go into what it is, but since but that's my new follower. Failed to open file. Okay, I'm ending voting. I try, Cruella. When you guys tell me that I'm supposed to say your name in a different way, if I remember, I always try to write a reminder to myself. Quick, somebody reserve that username, failed to open file. Oh, I didn't even look. Happy Little Waves. That song we just heard will be forever remembered as Happy Little Waves. Let's just draw some happy little waves. Some little water rings. That came from Yungcouscous. Thanks, Yungcouscous. Thanks, everybody, for your suggestions. You guys were on fire there. Okay, carrying on. Ooh, I'm so behind. So behind schedule. Oh, it's too many letters? Failed to open file. Chartreuse. Haven't I been saying chartreuse? What have I been saying? I thought I've been saying chartreuse joker. Or do you want it, is it that I should do the accent chartreuse joker and not chartreuse? Chartreuse joker. Is that what that's how it should be? Okay, we have our new empty tracks. I can start bringing in our requests. Oh, I'm doing the hard C. I see. I've been saying I should be saying chartreuse. Chartreuse. Have I been saying chartreuse? I know how to spell that. I know how to say that word. What was I doing? How embarrassing. Chartreuse. That is much more pretty. Much prettier. Much more pretty. Me talk well. Chartreuse. Chartreuse. I know that word. What's wrong with me? Chartreuse. Okay, let's see. Okay, bringing in our requests. And we have a full queue here. We have B minor from Brucos, 116 beats a minute from Cruella, Chartreuse Joker, drum loop, your Maximus drum loop. We'll look at these sounds in just a moment. It's a big deal to me that I'm mispronouncing a word. That's right. We are still filled up, Dom Dude. Dom Dude's been helping make sure with drum fills and everything. So yeah, I'm preparing to add a bunch more request slots soon to make it harder for you guys to fill up every slot. Well, that's not the purpose. The purpose is to let more people get involved in each song. I don't know if I'll get to it this week, but hopefully before the end of the month, we'll have a few more request slots. Okay. And it's going to be notes for sure, because that is easy, pretty easy for me to implement. Where we've done this a few times where when I played, I don't know if any of you guys saw me when I've done a couple Melodica solos, just totally solo, and I had chat choose the first 4 notes, and that was really fun. So we're going to start doing that soon, where you guys we'll take 4 different notes from 4 different requests, and I'll have to play those notes somewhere in the song. So that's coming soon. Okay, we have Paris House Remix from Phoebus. Those tom sounds. Yes, Chartreuse. We had we're all set. We have a full house once again. Hopefully nobody moves out for a while, because it takes a lot of work, a lot of time and energy to go through that process. Okay, let's see. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yes. Supposed to initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills, generate our drum loops, what am I? Oh, yes. We're supposed to... I went off to a different world for a moment just there. Forgot what I was doing. Okay, we have our beat from Chartreuse Joker. Let's check it out raw. I'm liking that already. I'm going to drop our hats a bit. Let us drop this kick in volume a bit, make more of a ghost. Let's ghost that kick a bit. Ghost these snares. And that looks good. Let's check it out now. Chartreuse Joker's beat. I almost want to add kicks on 3 and 4, because it's such a house. We'll see. I might come back to this beat and add kicks. We'll see. And then we have your Maximus. Let's check this out. This is raw from the generator. Jiffy is digging his water bowl. Dropping those hats. You know what? Here we're going to add kicks on all 4. We'll leave the other one like it is. And then these snares, let's drop them a bunch. Some more than others. Oh, I like that. Okay, Jamaximus's beat. I'm going to drop all those hats just a little bit more. Carlito writes, beats from a Jersey nightclub. That kick is just such a distinctive, you just... Okay, those are our beats. See, I still feel like I can't talk as loud as I normally do. I'm just in this, like I'm gonna break the silence. Okay, let's check out our sounds. We have full strings from ChiefCheddar. Namaste from Yungcouscous. What is this? Looks like this is coordinated. Then we've got Indian sitar from Ship Snacks. Angel Bells from Codeman TV. Did I say hello to Codeman yet? How's it going, Codeman? Thanks for the Angel Bells request. And we got 8mm film sequence from LostElf. I forget what this is. And lastly, Abyss of Despair. Oh no, Best Mommy. Abyss of Despair. I hope you're not in that abyss. This is going to be a smooky. This could definitely be a smooky track, I think. Anyone in chat here for the smooky? I don't think any of you guys were. That was a long time ago. But yeah, this is going to be smooky, I think. And if you're wondering how that's spelled, it's spelled either S-M-O-O-K-I-E or S-M-O-O-K-Y. Smooky. Oh yeah, I need to let you guys vote as I zone out. Okay, here's your options. We could use one of those drum loops to start the track, or we could go with full strings. Namaste. Indian sitar. Angel Bells. 8mm film sequence, or Abyss of Despair. Oh good, Best Mommy is not in an abyss of despair. Votes are coming in. There we go. Hey, SJ Cantory's here. How you doing? And Blue Knight, Ariona's here. Chartreuse, it used to be, I almost always started the songs with drum loops because it's only, I think in the last 2 or 3 weeks that I introduced the feature where you guys choose which sound starts. So I would usually start with the drum moots. I don't know why, because it's nice to vary it up. But yeah, sometimes it's sweet starting with a loop. I'm going to wait a moment more. And then I'm going to guess. This is one of those things where I'm pretty sure. I think I know what you guys chose. I'm going to guess. I bet you either chose the Abyss of Despair or Indian Sitar. Those are my guesses. Let's see. Any voting? Abyss of Despair. See, I've said before, I was saying it yesterday, I think. If you want to bet on which sound will be chosen, generally you can bet on the wackiest sound, and that's what chat wants me to start with. So we're starting with the Abyss of Despair. So this is a perfect example of how critical this decision is, right? Because if you guys had chosen full strings or angel bells, I might have come up with something that's a little sort of, more, not as dark. But since we're starting with Abyss of Despair, prepare for the darkness, guys. Prepare for the darkness. Although we'll see. I might. Maybe in the middle I'll suddenly have a burst of light and I'll go off on a tangent. So while I'm playing, be sure to make title suggestions. If you just logged in and you haven't made a request yet, make a request. There's a very good chance I'll be able to get you in on the next improv. And yeah, time to etcetera. Here we go. And you didn't even hear me say that. That one got cut short. I had a crash. It crashed. This happens sometimes when I try to solo something. I wanted to solo those vocals and then it crashed. But that was a good ending anyway. That worked. Those are sweet beats we had on there, though. Whoop. It was too smooky for the computer. That's right. I gotta remember that. I gotta be careful about soloing stuff. And that bug is not on me. That is on the saw. It works though. It works to end like that. Wow, great set of sounds. Did I get to all of them before we crashed? Yeah, I did. I think I got to... Did I get to all the drum fills? Yeah, I think I did. I hope so. Glad you guys enjoyed that. Got in a little mouthpiece action there. Okay, let's see what titles you guys came up with. Remember to wait to vote until I press the begin voting button or your vote will not count. So let's see what we have here. Smokey Monks from Blue Knight 3. Hey, Blue Knight 3. Oh, you guys gave me so many. Oh, man. Oh, man. Smokey in the Abyss from Best Mommy. And the Phantom of the Club from the Lost Elf. And Prayers of a Dust Shuffler from S.J. Cantory. Do one more. So many good ones. I can't choose. There's too many good ones. Monks Getting Messy from Yungcouscous. Okay, those are your options. Corbin MLG is correct. Smokey is a channel-specific meme. That its definition is slowly being discovered. We're sort of figuring out how to use Smokey. But this was definitely a Smokey track. Oh, it wasn't an accident, Ariana. It was not an accident. Smokey has been around on this channel since, I think, my first month. I think it was, yeah, Smokey's been around a while. I don't know if who was there? I remember Rand Sizzle was there, I think, and Seebeck was there when the birth of Smokey. Yeah, we've got a few. We're slowly building up our meme arsenal. We've got Jameson, Smokey. What else? That's all I can think of off the top of my head, but I think there's some others. Okay, you guys had enough time to vote. Let's see what you guys chose. The Phantom of the Club. That came from the Lost Elf. Oh, look, it's still getting cut off. I got to fix that. Oh, well. It's sort of sloppy looking. The way that graph is overlapping. It drives me crazy. That's the Phantom of the Club, what we just heard. Be forever remembered by that name. Thanks to everyone for your suggestions. Oh, and I was supposed to take song notes. What did I do? I did a little vocals and a little trombone mouthpiece. Oh, yes, time to etceterate. That's right. Of course, time to etceterate. Wait, I'm really nervous about something. Why? I just suddenly got paranoid about something. Okay, good. Phew. Had a little panic attack there that I was using, that I had somehow screwed up and used the wrong version of one of my bots. But no, I was good. I'm good. Oh, thanks, Blue Knight 3. Thank you so much. Thanks for your title suggestion. Okay. Oh, and etcetera. That's right. Got etcetera. Come on, computer. Just waiting for it. Oh, computer is very slow. There it goes. There it goes. The first track we did, first two tracks were sort of smokey. They were smokey. Third track, not so smokey. Not really smokey. But this track was definitely smokey. I don't know if Puggy Small Bites is considered a meme. Well, it's a meme because he requests it over and over again, I think. He's known by it. It's his calling card. Okay. Okay, let's bring in our. Is that right? Just 4. Oh, I'm behind. I am slow tonight. I'm just talking too much, I guess. Let's see. Okay, bringing in our requests. Here we go. Sweet. Once again, you guys filled up every slot. We're in the key of G flat, at least to start, from Maximin. 70 beats a minute from Ariona Esquire. We've got drum loops from Jumbo and Ramza. I should ask Ramza, do you like the numbers as part of your name? Some people don't like the numbers. Some people like the numbers in their names and want me to say them. So Jumbo, I'm supposed to just say Jumbo. And Cool Blue Reason. I think I've just been saying Cool Blue Reason, but would you prefer I say the full, glorious Cool Blue Reason 78? Or is Cool Blue Reason just right? And that goes for Dom Dude, too. I've been saying Dom Dude, but would you prefer to be the full Dom Dude 64? Is it sort of informal when I chop the numbers off? It's like not saying your last name. You got to tell me. Sometimes it's weird how I just arbitrarily, sometimes for some people I keep the numbers and some I don't. I don't know what that says. Anyway, let's load these sounds up. Okay, so Cool Blue Reason says Cool Blue Reason or CBR. So Doc Bizzle just goes by Doc. Oh, and Dom Dude can just be Dom. Okay. We'll shorten it. Ariona underscore Esquire. That adds a lot of syllables. 3 syllables. Ariona underscore Esquire. It's hard to say. Ariona Esquire just rolls off the tongue, but Ariona underscore. I keep wanting to say Ariona undersquire. Ariona underscore Esquire. Yenwa lets me off. Oh, and Lost Elf just wants to be Lost Elf. Okay. Maximin prefers the numbers being spoken in his name. Okay, I got to take a note. I'm going to have to go back and chat and review all this so I remember. What am I going to play, Doc Bizzle? What am I going to play? What I play here is improvised, based off requests that chat has made. So we're going to have 2 drum loops from the generated from usernames in chat. We're going to do a bunch of sounds. Let me start getting those ready. I think I'm going to create a bot command so that at any time you guys can so I know, because sometimes, chat goes so fast, sometimes I miss it, and I'm not always able to review chat after the show. Sometimes I can. But have a special bot command so that, it'll be something like, I don't know, maybe it'll just be, what would be simple? Say my name. That's what it'll be. It'll be exclamation point, say my name. And then how you want it said. And actually, I can make that bot command will, you could actually start doing that command now, because I'll have my bot search for it after the show so I can review. So exclamation point, say my name is the way you can tell me how you would like to be referred to. Okay, we have the EXS 909 kit from Best Mommy. See, there I'm assuming I don't say the NA. I'm just saying Best Mommy. Maybe I should say BestMommyNA or NA. I don't know. That's our kit. So now that we have our kit, we can initialize, generate our track names, generate a bunch of drum fills. generate drum loops. Ah, look at that. 3 times the night we've crashed. Carlito wants to be Hector. Now that's going to be really hard for me to remember. If people want a different name than their username, I don't know if I can promise my ability to remember that. I do have a secret weapon though. I have a secret weapon is that I've written my custom chat program. So I could easily modify your usernames so that I see them however I want to see them. But the disadvantage is no one else will have that in chat. And everyone else will be very confused when I keep talking about Hector. And you're like, who is Hector? Oh, I figured, Carlito. Whoops. Okay, let's try again to bring in our drum loops. Take 2. That is not a good sign. Usually 3 times is a charm. Okay, I'm going to try once more. Come on, computer. What are you doing? Okay, keep your fingers crossed. Come on, generator. Come on, you can do it. Oh, you did it. Whew. Okay. So we've got the jumbo beat. And it really is truly just jumbo because my generator doesn't deal with numbers. Let's check out jumbo raw. Nice. Very simple. We're going to add a kick and a hat there. And let's drop all these snares a bit. We're going to keep this real sparse to keep the original intent of this beat. We're going to add a snare there, though. And these hats we're going to drop a bit. And this is going to be it. Okay. This is Jumbo's beat. Very spare. Nice. And then we got Ramza's beat. Let's check it out raw. I'm going to add a kick. I'm going to drop these hats a bit. I'm going to drop these snares a lot. This snare slightly less. I'm going to add a kick here and here. And that looks... Let's put hats there. Okay, this is Ramza's beat. Slightly adjusted. And those kicks are super cranked. And because I don't have a quick way to EQ them, I'm just going to drop them a bit in volume. Okay, those are our beats. Thanks, Jumbo and Ramza. Let's check out the sounds you guys give me. We have 70s funk clav from Mana Plate. We've got Modern Wurlitzer from Phoebus. Oh wow, it's a keyboard song. We got Classical Piano from Corbin MLG. Is anyone in chat a fan of Supertramp? There's a bunch of Supertramp songs I really enjoy. They have a record called Breakfast in America, which is a fun record. There's this one part of one of the tracks has this guitar solo riff section that is just so cool. I also they have an earlier record that I forget the title of, but anyway, Peruvian Panpipes from Yungcouscous. That's not the right sound. Here we go. Now we got Cello's Legato from Brucos. Hey, Rauk. And lastly, we've got Glacier Pad from ChiefCheddar. Those are our sound options. And what time is it? I'm thinking this is going to be, I think this is going to be the last song of the night. I don't think we quite got 6 songs. This will be our 5th song. But let's see. We've got to choose which sound starts. We could start with one of the drum loops or 70s funk clav, modern Wurlitzer, classical piano, Peruvian panpipes, cello's legato, or glacier pad. Okay. Waiting for votes. There the votes come. I just thought of another to-do. This is a very important decision here. I feel like the Wurlitzer and piano are sort of similar, so that will send me in one direction. The funk clav will send me a different direction. Panpipes will definitely send me a different direction. Cello's legato and glacier pad, pretty different. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what you guys chose. It's the jumbo drum loop. We're starting with the jumbo drum loop. Nice. So, this will be our What am I supposed to do? Oh, yes, here we go. So I hope you guys will stick around with me through the end of this song, because after the song, we're going to name it. So we'll be suggesting titles in chat. And we'll name it, and then we will look back at our set. I'll give a shout out to all the requesters today, and then we'll do a little raid. So yeah, stick around to the end. And if you're new, my schedule is Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I am here every weekday this week, even though the holidays. I'm on track. So I hope to see you one of those days. But yeah, stick around to the end of the show. After the songs, we'll do a bunch of fun stuff. But let me start out. We're doing the drum loop. Time to etceterate. That was a lot of nice moments in there. Lovely drum loops from Jumbo and Ramza. Oh, thank you. Thanks, LostElf. So just an easy set of sounds you guys gave me. Oh, great. Just loving the 70s funk clav as that melody I brought in just at the very end again. The piano was great on the first loop. We had the panpipes on the first loop. And the cellos and the pad were more on the second loop. Nice. Thanks, Mr. Strats. So, did you guys come up with some titles while I was doing that? Let's see what you guys came up with. So, as always, wait to vote till I press the begin voting. We've got Walk of Reflection from Ice Engine. We have Blue Keys for Small Planets from Phoebus. Running in My Dreams from Best Mommy. Riding Dream Waves from Ariona_Esquire. And one more. Let's see. Since we're on a dream theme, Dream Surfing from Rowan89J. There were so many good ones there. Those are your options. Walk of Reflection, Blue Key for Small Planets, Running in My Dreams, Riding Dream Waves, and Dream Surfing. So I'll let you guys vote for a moment. What did I do on this? Did some trombone and voice. That's right. I take my notes after each song so I don't forget. Just got a kind, generous donation from Man of Plate. Thank you, Man of Plate. I sadly I have to go. I wish I could, Man of Plate. Man of Plate wrote #one more song, please. No, I have to go. I have to be somewhere. I'm sorry, but thank you, Man of Plate. Oh, and some follows. We got Ice Engine, Blue Knight 3, and Mr. Strats 91. Thanks for the follows, guys. Okay, I'm going to end voting. Let's see what you guys chose. Running in My Dreams. That song will be forever remembered as Running in My Dreams. Thanks, Best Mommy, and thanks to everyone who made suggestions. Let's look back at our show. Let's do it. Here we go. Where are we at? We did My Rusty Spoon and I, Jiffy's Bass Drop, Happy Little Waves, The Phantom of the Club, and we ended on Running in My Dreams. And let me get all revved up. Let me get ready for this. We featured requests and title suggestions from, can I do it in one breath? I think there's fewer people than last night. I should be able to do this. Jumbo, Apugs, Ariona Squire, Bertramel, Best Mommy, Brucos, Carlito, Chartreuse Joker, ChiefCheddar, Codeman, Cool Blue Reason, Corbin MLG, Dom, Dwarf, Epic Evil, Phoebus, Fifel Maestro, Dramaximus, Hat Machine, James Bomb, Kid Charlemagne, Cruella 18, Mana Plate, Maximin, Nataki, Puggy, Ramza 666, Chip Snack, Sour Frog, LostElf, Elite 6, Yinhua, and Young Couscous. I did it in one breath, but I screwed up some people's names. I reverted back to Elite 6. I apologize, Elite. But thank you guys for all those awesome requests. I say this, I've said this before, and I will say it again because it is true. This music would not exist the way it does without the requests you guys make. Has a profound impact on every improv. I mean, just the improv would not exist were it not for the sounds you guys request. The drum loops that inspire me. So thank you, everybody. Let's do a quick raid. What do you think? Let me get that ready. Let me get some. Let me find something quick. So hang tight. We're gonna send our Etcetera love to another channel. Let me see. So this is going to be a random raid. Okay, I know who it's going to be. So I've never heard this streamer, but it looks like they're a music streamer. We're going to send them a bunch of great energy. So I'm going to paste in our raid call if no one has yet. Whoops. Into chat. Here's our. Oh, I like the fires too. The Young Couscous just did. That's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna paste the link in. Oh, did they just stop? Well, he didn't stop, did he? Oh, good. He didn't stop. Okay. Okay. So I'll paste the link in just a moment, but let me just say, once again, you guys have been awesome. I hope to see y'all again at least once this week or next week. I'm here Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time until I'm doing shorter shows now, but generally I'm doing at least 3 hours. And today we made it just about 3 hours. But thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Keep it smooky. I hope your James are just Jamesing like you never know. And I will see y'all soon. Be safe. Take care. And when I paste this raid, this link in, click on the link and give this streamer some great positive energy. Okay, here we go. I'm out.